Alright guys, so this is the lesson on triangle sum theorem and also talking about exterior angle theorem. So triangle sum theorem, just going over what we covered in the first semester and in the previous lessons, is that all three angles are going to go ahead and add up to 180. So A, B, and C, all the interior angles are going to add up to 180. Now, in the exterior angle theorem, it says that, well, if you have an outside angle that's connected to that triangle, it's going to be that exterior angle is going to be equivalent to the sum of the two angles that are kind of like farthest away or non-adjacent, meaning they're not connected to angle 1. So it'll be angle 1 is equal to measure of angle 2 plus 3. So we're going to go over a few examples, and then it should be straightforward from there. So for number 1, notice that we're given a regular triangle, and for that regular triangle, right, they're all three interior angles. So I know that these three add up to 180, so I can go 180 minus 37 minus 24. So when I do that, that's going to net me 119. So this angle right here is going to be 119. But the opposite, or the other theorem that we talked about, are exterior angles. We said that, well, for number 2, we're trying to find angle 1, but angle 1 is an exterior angle, right? It's an exterior angle. And this exterior angle can be found by adding the two angles that are away from it inside of the triangle. So measure of angle 1, sliding over this way, right? Measure of angle 1, right? Measure of angle 1 is going to be equal to 76 plus 52, 76 plus 52. And so when I add it together, that's going to be 128 degrees. 128 degrees. So again, the exterior is equal to the angles that are away from it. But they're not always going to be this smooth, right? If you look at problem number 3, right? You're already given the exterior angle, right? So this is your exterior angle. That's my exterior angle. So if I want to go ahead and find my exterior angle, find my angle 1 given my exterior angle, I do know that the measure of angle 1 plus that 79, so basically these two angles, when I add them together, that's going to equal to 104. Right? And so if I want to try to find angle 1, I need to go ahead and subtract the 79 on both sides. Let's subtract 79 on both sides. So that should get me, after crossing this out, measure of angle 1 should get me 25 degrees. So this is going to be 25. So there's a difference. That you still have that piece where you're going to be involving a lot of the triangles, but depending on the angle placement, whether it's interior or exterior, and the information that they're given, you're going to be either doing this setup, right? This setup, or you're going to be doing this setup. Okay. So for number 4, we got a little bit more slightly complicated one, but it's not bad. If you have like a pen or you have a highlighter, that might help you out. So for number 4, I'm tasked with finding the measurements for angle 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So you can look at the whole entire triangle, or you can just go ahead and break it down one by one. And you don't need to feel obligated to go in numerical order. You don't need to go angle 1, then angle 2, angle 3. You can bounce around 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 3, 2. So if I go ahead and look at this triangle over here, I'm going to just color it. Just a little bit strategizing. I know that these 3 are interior angles. And I can go ahead and find angle 1 because the 3 angles are going to add up to 180. So in this case, measure angle 1, I can take 180 minus the 2 angles that exist in the triangle. That's going to be 84 minus 66. That's going to be equal to 30. So angle 1 is going to be equal to 30 degrees. Now, I have this angle 1 already completed for this triangle, but angle 2 and 3 are on the other triangle. So we need to find a way to find angle 2 and 3. Now, there's a couple ways you can approach it. I'm going to do a simple way. If you look at angle 3, which exists in the right triangle, it's creating a straight line right over here with 84 and 3. And we talked about it before. A straight line is equivalent when you add up any angles on a straight line, that's going to be added to 180. So to find this angle right over here, that's going to be 180 minus 84. So the measure of angle 3 is going to be equal to 180 minus 84. That's going to net me 96. So this is going to be 96 degrees. 96 degrees. And so now I have another triangle over here. This triangle, and this triangle. Right? So if I do that, that's going to go ahead, and if I want to find angle 2 is going to be, I'll put this one, 180 minus 96 minus 43. That's going to be equal to, and then this should be equal to 41 degrees. So this is going to be 96 degrees, and this is going to be 41 degrees.